The following program is hosted by immature, irreverent, obnoxious, and often disgusting young men. Listener discretion is advised.
This time on Ultima Nude Clan, Sonic 2.
Shall we play a game?
You've got several things to do. You've got work, kids in school. What do you do when it's all over?
How do you hand something from one player to another?
Dark soul glides. So turn on the TV, pick up the controller and play some games with the new clan.
Welcome to another episode of Nude Clan, the show that doesn't review the video game Sonic 2, but reviews the movie Sonic 2. I am your host, A4 Extreme, and with me is...
Caleb.
Joe.
Zach.
And we are now going to be reviewing the long-awaited sequel to a movie that I think kind of changed the game, no pun intended, when it comes to video game movies. Because honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that they changed Sonic's design for that first movie after the fans complained, I don't know if we would have gotten this movie at all. Because I don't think that first movie would have been successful.
Do you think so?
It's Sonic 2.
Okay.
I just like that we bullied an entire studio to change a design.
Yeah, I fucking actually hate that shit.
I think it's amazing.
I think it's wrong.
Did you?
They should have done it right the first time.
Did you happen to see the new Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers movie on Disney Plus?
I didn't even know that existed. I don't have Disney
They
Plus.
made like a new Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers movie on Disney Plus, but it references
Is that about
like it actually
strippers?
has ugly Sonic from this movie in that movie.
Oh, is that movie about male strippers?
Yes,
Chip 'n Dale?
they actually make that joke in the trailer.
Oh shit, do they really?
Look
Yeah,
at
they're
you,
like,
a
when you think
writer
of Chip 'n
ahead of
Dale,
your
you
time.
probably think of this, and they show like a male stripper.
Oh, interesting.
Good job.
It's by
Yeah,
the
that's
Lonely
awesome.
Island. It looks awful, but I only brought it up because ugly Sonic from the first Sonic movie is in that movie.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Sonic 2. You guys watched
A4,
it
you
at
sound so
fucking...
distracted right now. Like, what the fuck's going on over there?
I agree.
You sound like
My
you-
dogs
So
are
it is
doing
something.
stuff. And I
Okay.
also don't know how to intro this episode because I don't normally intro the episodes.
You
But,
did
Sonic
like
2.
2 last month.
Yeah, but that was a month and a half ago. A lot of time has passed.
Sonic
So
2
what-
came out and directed by yada da 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 da. Sequel to blah blah blah,
Sonic
which
2.
we thought blah 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 about.
Sonic 2,
Okay.
directed by Jeff Fowler, came out on April 8th, 2022, just a few months ago. It's now out digitally, and it will be out on Blu-ray in August, I believe.
nice.
It's a sequel to the very popular and successful Sonic the Hedgehog, which I think was the highest grossing movie of 2020 because of a certain thing that happened worldwide that caused a lot of movies to not come to the movie theater. You guys watched it
Did
last
you?
night? Oh yeah, sorry. It stars
Stars Cyclops.
it
And
stars
Sonic.
Cyclops. It does. Sorry, for some reason Wikipedia is just not loading for me right now. I'm trying to think of the name of the guy who voices the Blue Rat.
Something Schwartz. Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. Yes, Ben Schwartz
And-
voices Sonic. They actually got Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who's the voice of Tails from the games, to voice Tails in this movie.
Oh, do you know who the
And
bad guy
they
was
got-
played by? Dr. Robotnik?
The bad guy, Dr.
It was
Robotnik,
George Clooney,
played
wasn't
by
it?
this little-known actor named Jim Carrey. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
I was pretty.
Harvey Keitel. That's who I heard.
I was pretty stoked that Idris Elba was Knuckles.
And
Yeah,
there
the
you
big,
go.
the other big thing was that Idris Elba is Knuckles in this movie.
Idris Elba as Knuckles playing that one character from Guardians of the Galaxy. Only
Yeah, he's basically Drax.
Drax,
Uh,
just in Sonic.
He's basically Drax.
Yeah.
Which honestly not a bad.
Yeah, it worked. No,
not
it
a bad
worked.
portrayal of Knuckles. It worked.
So that's a little bit of background. Those are the main main players when it comes to the making of this movie. Schweiss, you want to go through the plot?
Sure.
Because
So
Schweiss really was paying attention to this movie.
yeah, I definitely
As you
didn't
guys
sleep
watched
through-
it at 3 a.m. last night.
I definitely didn't sleep through large swaths of this movie.
Yeah, so I just want you guys, the listeners at home, to know I got a voicemail at 2 this morning. I was asleep. I didn't read it until this morning.
I was waking
When I woke up, that was Joe saying, "We're gonna push the podcast back an hour because we just finished Sonic 2."
It was 2:30 in the morning when I sent that.
I know it was funny, but I didn't see it until I woke up at 8:30 this morning. I was like, "Oh."
Well, I figured it would just be for the next day.
It
before
was,
you
it was
headed
just funny.
out.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, we watched it. We started actually. We only watched it at like 11.
Yeah, it wasn't quite as late.
So it was like 10:30 actually. So it was like 12:30 by the time we.
But
were
you fell
done.
asleep and had to restart the movie.
Oh, then we fucked for like an hour.
It is called Movie
The
Plan.
sight,
Yeah.
the mere sight of Sonic the Hedgehog made you so ravenously horny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we make fun of you, but we're all furries too.
This was the one time in Schweiss's life he didn't want to hide in the club.
Look, if I hadn't seen Sonic 2 in a theater and it was surrounded by children, I would have fucked my wife right then and there. Okay.
that's because the main characters are you and your wife.
Yes, exactly. This is.
I mean, I
said
did
it about
think
the
that.
first
Sonic
movie.
and
The
Knuckles?
First Sonic movie
No,
is
sorry,
a view in my life where me and my
That was a
wife
good
have an
one. All right.
autistic
Touche.
blue rat child that never shuts the fuck up
Which he gets from you.
and lives in the attic.
The autism
Yeah.
man did not shut the fuck up.
Now, what came first, my autism or liking Sonic the Hedgehog? It's like a chicken and the egg type situation.
Yeah.
Like, did me liking Sonic cause me to be autistic, or was I autistic and then gravitated towards Sonic the Hedgehog naturally because of that? That's the thing.
Truly a question for the ages.
You know, chicken and the egg, that is a tough, like, which one did come first? Because, like, what the fuck? Like, that's a fucking.
I think it depends
That's a
on.
deep
I feel
question,
like it
like-
depends on if you believe in the creationist theory.
The egg came
Or
first.
if you believe in the evolution theory. Because if it's evolution, obviously the egg would come first because things grew into chicken.
But what became the. How
the
did
first
those.
chicken wasn't birthed by a chicken.
Right, but how did those things come to exist?
Because evolution, mate.
But that they weren't eggs.
Speaking of
when they were like
speaking of
single
eggs,
cell organisms.
the egg man is trapped on the mushroom planet at the beginning of this movie.
Oh, yeah, dude. He just wants coffee, too. He hates mushrooms. He wants real coffee.
Yeah.
Was a pretty good. And I felt that. I actually felt that.
Yeah, the anti-mushroom coffee agenda of this movie.
Yeah,
pretty
big,
funny.
big
Big coffee.
Big coffee.
Big
Why are you
coffee's
jacking
involved.
off your stand?
My
Mine is
favorite
like
thing-
Schweiss, and he's like,
So
I love
Schweiss,
Juneteenth.
Schweiss is always doing something with his hands, and I have yet to comment on it. But now today seems like the day. Schweiss does this thing where it's like he seems to have an itch on the palm of his hand and needs to scratch the table with the palm of his hand. And yes, I have noticed it every fucking time you do it. And I go, what the fuck is that? It must be a really itchy bottom of his hand, but it's every time.
Well, you know
I
they
come
say
here.
when like you masturbate, your palms get hairy.
My
It's probably
hands
the hair
are
growing.
my hands are really dry. So
Yeah, they are. You want some
Use-
lotion,
yeah, do you
bro?
wanna use lotion?
this is actually like mid-grade dryness.
Is
for
that
me.
from boxes?
Or do you get
At
like
work?
what's it called?
Like cardboard boxes?
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's all the
I had to
that
start.
goes through the mail.
I had to start when I was working at FedEx. I noticed my hands were getting fucked up, and I had to start wearing gloves.
I have really dry skin
Pussy.
too, my hands especially. So
Yeah.
that's
That's what I was
part of
gonna
it.
ask. It was like psoriasis or something like that.
You gotta get that Cornhuskers lotion.
I didn't mess my hands like the FedEx got kind of fucked, but it's like I would just get cuts like randomly along my
Yeah,
arms
I
and
get
stuff.
gouged
Like a
like
lot.
fucking all the time. But yeah, speaking of the chicken and the egg.
Yeah, well, okay, chicken and the egg. Here we go. The egg was some sort of mutation at some period in time, and that tract of animals that birthed things through eggs eventually came up with the modern chicken. So the egg would have to come first for that first pure chicken to be born out of.
Yeah.
I guess that's true, but what the real
So-
question is, it's the question is meant to lead you back.
No, no, it's not. We were asked where the chicken came from, not where life came from. Period.
But it's the question is the chicken or the egg. It's maybe the implication is that it's chicken egg, but maybe
No,
it's egg. As
I don't care about
No,
the
it's not
implication.
egg.
This is the question. It's same with the fucking sound Does the tree when it falls in the forest make a sound? And I swear to God, whoever says it doesn't, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Look, Joe,
Because
this is
sound
why-
is a sound
The real
wave.
question is,
I don't give a shit about
The
your philosophical argument. I don't give a fuck about that
Look.
question. This is a scientific argument. A sound is simply sound waves
But
moving through the
real
air,
quick too, though. So
which it would definitely make.
if you want to think of it like that, I went to a costume party once dressed as a chicken, and the girl I hooked up with was an egg, and I can tell you I did come first. So
Nice.
if an A4 is seeing Sonic 2 in the
It's
theater
like
by
crickets
himself
over
and
here.
no one else
I
is-
thought it was
no one else
funny,
is there,
Zach.
does
I thought it
bust
was funny
alone.
too. Miss Weiss is like, "What is an orgasm? I hold my dick and let it
Yeah,
go in. I don't know what this.
What is cum?
What has come, baby? Don't hurt me.
Yeah.
Don't jerk me.
Don't spurt
no
me.
more.
Don't spurt me no more.
Do, 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 do.
This is good Sonic talk.
Yeah. Look, this is why
I mean,
you're.
when you talk about Sonic, you're eventually going to get to the topic of cum. It's
Yeah.
only natural.
Look, this is why your intellect score on that Jordan Peterson thing was so much lower, because it's based on like high. It's not like how smart you are. It's like your interest in deep theories. No, because
it's how much you can bullshit someone.
because the idea
pretending to
is
be how smart you are.
it is well. Does it make a sound if there's no one there to perceive it? And the idea is, well, what
No,
what
that's not
is
the
sound?
question.
No, that is what the question is.
There's
It's
no one
saying
there to hear it.
if there's no one there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. But then you have to ask, what is sound? Is sound something that actually happens, or is that our perception of the reaction of those sound waves moving
All
through the
right,
air?
so
Otherwise, we wouldn't use the word English and the word sound. We're already talking within a context here.
anyway,
So if there's
so
an interracial couple and they meet an alien, is he going to be a blue hedgehog all the time, or
I think
I
sometimes it
just
could
think
be yellow.
I just think it's fun that James Marsden just gets into these situations with invisible characters that he has to green screen with. He was in
yeah, because
Hop.
he was in Hop.
He's in Sonic.
He's in Hop. He's in Sonic.
he was-
There's no way Hugh Jackman isn't a 3D CGI creature.
Yeah,
too
he
perfect.
is. So was the chick that played Jean Grey at X-Men. He was the only actual person on that set. Everyone else is green screen.
They're all
related.
fake.
In
Yeah.
X1 and X2. And
How was the filming? Honestly, it was really lonely.
She's an angel.
Like literally.
If James Marsden is on a if James
Sam
Marsden
Key
is on a
Johnson.
film set by himself, does a movie get made?
So in this movie, listening to prior critiques from podcasts and interviewers like the Nude Clan, there was less people in this movie, and it focused more on Sonic and Tails. They cut down the human part with James Marsden a lot by almost 75%, I would say, because he is like the main focus of the
I
first
mean,
one
in
with Sonic,
comparison to the original
first
film.
movie.
Okay.
which
I forget what
didn't
podcast
mind.
I was listening to,
Not
but
that I don't like James Marsden. or anything like
someone
that.
said the first Sonic
Movie's
movie
called
is
Sonic.
a Jim Carrey movie with Sonic the Hedgehog in it. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog movie with Jim Carrey in it.
He was in the
Whoever
first one,
you
but I
listened
liked
to on that was completely wrong. Both movies are Sonic.
I
movies.
disagree because coming out of Sonic 2, this is the movie I thought the first one was going to be.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
so famously, A4 does not like the first Sonic movie, and we were giving him a
Oh,
hard
you
time
don't?
for a long time.
I really didn't like it as a Sonic fan. No, I think it's a fine movie.
Oh.
But with me
for
being
some reason,
so
I just thought it
intimately
was-
No,
like
yeah, he
familiar
hated
with
it.
this character and the lore and stuff, I was like, they got Sonic all wrong, and it was a thing where they were like focusing way too much on the human elements of the story.
A4 is just
where it's
sweaty
like,
on his
wanna
computer.
I don't want to
Lore.
see me if I was sexy and my black sexy wife running around San Francisco. I want to see Blue Rat run around and say funny thing and get chased by bald guy.
And eat
which is what
a
I got
chili
in this
dog.
movie.
Okay, so not to get too into the weeds here about the first movie, but the character arc of the first movie is that's about Sonic's character arc. There's no other character that has an arc.
No, James Marsden kind of has an
Oh,
arc.
he does. But Sonic still has an arc, and it's the focus of the movie, and it's the final like ending of the movie when he saves the day. So I don't. That does make it his story.
When
It
he
makes
finds
it
out
his
that
movie.
family
Right,
is
but
when you
like,
make it.
from a
If it were up to
from a
me, there wouldn't
structure.
be. If it were up to me making a Sonic movie, they would not set it in our world. They would set it in like the Sonic universe.
I hate to break
No
it to
one
you,
would
but
give
they
a
are
fuck.
in the Green Hill Zone.
except for the Sonic
in
fans.
that movie. Green Hill Zone.
True.
They are there.
Oh yeah,
The
there you
Green
go.
Hill
Yeah, Zach
Autonomous
gotcha.
Zone.
Bam.
Gaz.
But yeah, so they cut the humans out of this pretty much, except for the villain, which is Eggman, because they are
Well,
going
there's
to
the
her
whole
sister.
there is the whole wedding scene in the middle, which maybe goes on a little too long, but I didn't hate that part either. Like the sassy fat black chick, the sister, was like really funny.
Yeah.
I thought
So
I woke up during that part. Yeah, that was good.
I woke up.
I don't remember what happened before that or the setup for any of that. But I guess it's her sister.
I
so.
thought.
the one of the funniest joke in the movie was not a Sonic joke. It was the fucking cutaway with James Marsden there, and he's with the other guys, and like the guy, he's what is he playing? He's playing volleyball.
Is it volleyball?
Yeah, and then he's like, after the volleyball game is done, he's talking to the fiance, you know, the really like
Yeah.
chiseled, like
the
hot,
jacked dude,
yeah,
yeah.
fiance.
of course,
And then
Joe
there's a-
thinks the
yeah, of
funniest
course
scene is
Joe
when
would
there's a
say
bunch
the
of
hot
shirtless
guy.
dudes
And
on
there's a
screen.
yeah, exactly. It's the cutaway to the shirtless dudes, and they're like doing like push-ups and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I laughed pretty hard right there, and then I also
It was
laughed.
funny.
And
it
then
was
his
funny.
penis cried.
I also laughed when Sonic like blew in with the snow, and she said, "Snow, my God," was the was the joke, and it was such a stupid joke. I laughed really hard. I will say those might be the only times I laughed in the movie out loud. So
There's a few other funny bits. Like I like when they went to the little tavern in the middle of nowhere in
Russian
like
one.
Scandinavia, and then like the old lady was like knitting a sweater, and they thought she wasn't like evil, and then she holds it up, and it's like a skull pattern on it.
yeah.
That was funny. I liked
a cute
in
little joke.
with that scene, like with like the Scandinavian one, how because it's a children's movie, they actually just have a dance off instead of like anything like that.
Instead of a
The
fight.
dance off
Which
part
I thought was kind of
lame,
funny
but
because it was like subvert expectations because
I don't know.
It
Do
is a
we
children's
do we
movie.
want to walk through the plot of this one?
No.
we can.
Schweitz doesn't know what it is.
Well, I mean,
mean,
does Schweiss? Well, we got to help Schweiss remember what happened.
The
so-
generic plot is basically they're on a quest to find
Yeah,
the emerald
basically every Conan
Thing.
plot.
the Master Emerald.
Master Emerald, which, if you remember, in between Sonic levels, if you end the level with a certain thing, I don't remember exactly what it was in Sonic 1, you could do this painfully awful puzzle to gather one of those emerald crystal or emerald stones. So it's kind of like part of the game, you know? It's like
Yeah,
an
so-
extra thing.
Yeah, so
You get the true
basically,
ending.
this movie like it was Sonic Infinity War as Eggman is grabbing all the Infinity Stones to put into his.
Well,
mouth.
no, because in Sonic lore, the
God.
Master Emerald is like
I was
an
trying
actual
to-
thing, and Knuckles in the games is like the guardian of that.
You
They
okay?
kind of move things around here so that like it's the Echidna tribe versus the like owl people to like fight
Owl
over this
people.
Master Emerald.
Ow.
But the Master Emerald is like a thing in the games. Like if you ever played Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, those are the Knuckles levels where you're going through and finding shards of that emerald. But here they kind of just made it so that like the Master Emerald
I found
houses
shards
the
once.
7 Chaos Emeralds, and they don't even really mention those more
Yeah,
than once.
so
which probably makes the ending really fucking confusing for anyone who isn't a Sonic
Right.
fan.
Yeah, so Thanos
I was
is coming
shitting my
through for the
pants,
Master
but, I
Emerald.
mean-
Knuckles is going for the Master Emerald, and he beats
Yeah,
Iron
because like
Man.
Knuckles is the last of the
on the
Echidna
moon.
tribe. They go they go through all this lore that like the Echidna tribe went to war, and he's like basically the last one of them. So Knuckles isn't necessarily like a bad guy. He's just very gullible,
I'm a
and
bad
Eggman
guy.
recognizes
I'm a
this and
bad
tricks
guy.
him, which is also accurate to the games. There's
Yeah.
like 2 games where Knuckles like gets tricked by Eggman into fighting Sonic over the emeralds, which is more or less what the plot of this movie is.
I liked Idris Elba as Knuckles. I thought it was pretty great, and
I
think
wasn't sure
I
how to
think
feel
it's
about
nice.
him when they first revealed it, but like he does a good job.
Well,
think he
like I
fits.
think it's cool that he like decided to do it too, because like he didn't have to do it. Like he's a kind of like he's a high profile actor. Like
Yeah, but it was
I'm sure
it,
like someone was like, "Hey, you want to do Sonic?" You'd be like,
it seemed like he was having fun in the role. Like,
Yeah,
he
that's
gets
the
to
thing
just
is he
be
had
kind of
fun.
like a big doofus.
I kind of
again,
just like
Drax
hope
from
that like
Guardians of
he
the
has
Galaxy.
like he's just like a Sonic mega fan, but he's hiding. Like no one knows.
Especially considering like Idris Elba's, history with playing CGI characters.
Yeah, he is a purely CGI voice actor.
Cats. Cats, guys.
Oh,
Fucking go watch
I was
Cats.
thinking.
I'm
of
not
Zootopia,
watching
but-
that movie.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I
Fucking Oh my god.
Here's the thing. I watched. Did I tell you?
Unspeakable.
I watched. I watched The Matrix the first time when I was having a really bad fever. Like I was really sick. And I was
Matrix
sick off of
4?
work. No, Matrix 1.
Oh fuck.
When I was really really sick, and it fucked my head up really bad, and I was having fever dreams about The Matrix. I am not gonna watch Cats until I am in that same state of sickness to fuck myself
Let's get him
up.
some food poisoning.
It was sad.
All right, here's some rotten eggs that I
God.
also came
Idris
in.
Elba taking off his skin to reveal his skin, like his fur.
That sounds terrifying.
I can't even, dude. Like these cats are just cats, but then they zip off one cat and they reveal more cat. It just looks like a naked furry Idris Elba. By the way, It
Yeah,
is
the only
really
scene where I saw that
disturbing.
happening was when Rebel Wilson did it, and then there's like cockroaches that are like humans, and they're like upside down walking on the table, and then she like eats one of them.
Yeah, Idris Elba.
It's a
maybe,
fucking fever dream.
Oh, he
dude.
might not be the one who zips off his cat. So he might just be taking off like a cloak or something like that. But it just looks like a naked man.
Do the cats in that universe? Do
And
they?
it's like really like, what am I watching right now?
So since they're cat people, kind of, do they have barbed penises as well, like cats? do?
I'm unaware of cat penis.
Oh, yeah,
Cats have barbed penises.
Yeah,
Oh.
and ducks have corkscrew penises. We found out.
That's why when you hear
That seems like that seems nice
Yeah, well, it's because like ducks. Ducks.
for her pleasure.
No, it's not because ducks rape. Ducks like they'll get. It's. I had
This
to.
isn't a
I had,
joke. He's
it's
right.
Not, I had to find this out on my mission, and I didn't want to know.
Ducks rape, dude. Don't
They
get
do.
ducks.
No, okay, here's the thing. So we were like having a lesson at the MTC.
I
on my
was trying to
mission.
cross this fucking bridge next to this fucking pond, dude.
Yeah.
Ducks rape.
and they scream, but you have to like look awake, like you don't know what's happening, dude. It's terrible.
No.
Anyway, so like we were like having this lesson.
The duck came up behind me. The duck fucking blindfolded me.
screamed, and then I felt the corkscrew try to pull the cork
It's
out of my
honestly,
ass.
Ducks have
though,
corkscrew
yeah.
penises, and in order to not get raped, the female ducks have
Yeah, their
evolved
vaginas
a
switch.
vagina in the opposite direction of the
Yeah.
corkscrew.
Yeah, they can like switch their vagina. So, like, anyway, we had like ducks hit the window, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" And we saw them like just ganging up on this like one female duck, and like it was the worst. I was like, kind of scarred.
It was like that
You
scene
were
at the beginning of The
scarred.
Accused
Think about
where
the
ducks-
duck.
That's it's nature. It's fucked up. It was fucked up. It was kind of.
Speaking of rape, that was crazy when Sonic rapes Dr. Eggman at the end of this movie.
Yeah, that was a dark twist.
No,
I
but the
must
thing
have
about
fallen
Idris
asleep
Elba
at that
really
part.
Knuckles is that it does play on the stereotype that Knuckles is black.
I didn't. So the dude
What,
from the
his magic voice, making him black.
No, because in the Sonic Adventure games,
the-
Knuckles' themes were always rap for
well,
some reason.
I'm not to break it to anyone here, but Knuckles is red.
with
Yeah.
gloves.
I mean,
on
he's
his knuckles.
black coated.
Okay,
Black coated. He's
Coated.
got a
Coated.
big red fur coat.
and he's got dreads that are red.
Yeah, and then he unzips it, and then he reveals a naked red man.
A
underneath.
naked Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of like I know the dude in the first Sonic movie, the one that like was the assistant to Eggman, was like kind of funny and important.
Agent Stone.
Yeah, but I just didn't really care for him in this one. I
Yeah,
felt like
they
it was
just
kind of a
kept on.
waste.
They just kept on referencing the funniest scene in the first movie
Without being as funny.
without
With the
being
Yeah.
funny.
latte thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them.
Yes.
It's a good line. It's good.
Yeah. If
But
that
for
part
this one, they
made
didn't
me
need it.
laugh really fucking hard. in that
Like I
first
feel
one.
like if he'd have been like, oh, like what I would have preferred is him being like, oh yeah, I gotta find Agent Stone, and then like flips to like a prison or something, and it's like he's making little
He's getting
lattes in prison.
fucked.
No, he's making little lattes in a prison out of a toilet, and then it switches back, and he's like,
Like
oh, I
ducks.
don't know.
Yeah, he's
He's just
getting
making
So-
making foam art of
Eggman
Eggman.
in the toilet in the prison.
out of like cum.
No,
We got to see Jim Carrey in a maid dress for about 4 seconds in this movie, which is something I didn't need to see. But there you go.
I'm
And
kind
he's
of
like
sad.
flipping. He's on the screen flipping through all the costumes for, and one of them is the original Eggman costume. He's
Yeah,
just,
that was cool.
Did Jim Carrey announce
This
his
movie's also
retirement?
filled
Yes.
with fucking
yeah,
Easter
he
eggs.
did.
By the
He
way,
said that he wasn't gonna do any more movies, which kind of sucks. I do like him as Eggman a lot. Actually, I think he's really really good in this role.
Well, he's dead now.
the way
No,
they
he's
end
not!
this one.
We didn't see him.
The
right?
way they end this one,
Spoilers.
they kind of leave it open that like Jim Carrey might not be able to come back and play Eggman,
But he might.
but with
yeah.
the teaser that they put in the credits,
Oh yeah.
He kind of has to because he's kind of intrinsically tied to the character they reveal in the credits.
Who is Super Saiyan Sonic? If you guys don't.
Yes, they
have never
reveal that
watched.
Goku will be in the next movie.
Yeah.
I liked.
I mean, are we gonna spoil it or?
Yeah, fuck it, dude.
Yeah.
It's been out for like months. It's on VHS now.
Yeah, there's a
I mean,
bad guy and a
Blu-ray.
good guy, and the
It's
good
on
guy wins.
VHS.
Definitely not on VHS.
I meant Blu-ray.
It's not on Blu-ray yet, but it is digital.
I liked the ending fight. I thought was pretty sweet when they like teamed up to like take the like Eggman robot out
Yeah.
because it was
like
like
basically everything from
woke
like
up for
the
that part,
halfway,
too.
like everything after that wedding scene to the end of the movie is like 11 out of 10 for me. It was like perfect. Like when they're in the labyrinth zone trying to
was
get the
cool.
emerald, and then he makes the big robot, and then we have the final confrontation where Sonic goes supersonic.
yeah, he goes Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that
3.
was like exactly what I wanted to fucking see out of this movie the whole time. It was like amazing.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Rouge the Bat to come in.
Well, we might get her in the next movie
I'm just
because
kidding,
the,
I'm not
the,
waiting. I just know
the
names that I'm
mid-credits
throwing out there.
reveal is that Shadow the Hedgehog was teased. So we'll probably get Rouge the Bat in the next movie, maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I saw that.
I
But
like
Shadow's
that.
whole like backstory is tied to like the Robotnik family. So I don't, if they're not going to bring back Jim Carrey for the next movie, I don't know what they're going to do.
I like that Shadow uses guns in the game, so I hope that he uses guns in the movie.
Oh, who do you? I bet you they
If the-
get.
I-
I bet you they get Neo. What's that guy's name?
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves to
Play him.
voice Shadow.
Yeah.
I would still see
That would actually kind of rock.
Because of the guns.
Oh,
He's gonna be John
Eggman.
Wick. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully he's terrible.
If,
he's like
if they at any point put
Bram
a
Stoker's
gun in
terrible.
Shadow's hand in the next movie, I will cream my jeans in the theater.
Yeah, there's like a trailer for like a Shadow game where he like is busting caps in people's asses.
Yeah, the intro for the. I almost want to tell you to pull up the Shadow the Hedgehog intro right now because it's so funny. He literally has guns and is riding a motorcycle. It is the stupidest, edgiest shit in the
It
world.
reminds me of
It's-
like Devil May Cry, like when you see Don.
Yeah, imagine Devil May Cry, but with like a little furry
hilarious.
critter running around instead of.
that is about
Dante.
right. Yeah. That's it.
It's so fucking stupid. That game sucks, but I love it. But yeah, no, like as a Sonic fan, like again, this movie was great, but especially the whole second half. It was exactly what I wanted to see, and there was a million little Easter eggs here and there that it's like way too long and autistic for me to point them all out. But the fan service was definitely there. Like they clearly care about catering to the fans of this character in this franchise.
Yeah, after their fucking like revolts last time. Better
Listen,
treat
okay, to
the
be fair, that
fans
design was
well.
awful.
Make a good. Yeah, you have the.
fans.
Yeah, there wasn't fans because here's the thing: you have a reference. Don't fuck it up. There's no reason to make it look ugly and stupid when you have a reference.
Yeah, speaking of bullying studios into doing crazy stuff, you guys see that Morbius stuff that happened?
Oh yeah, they re-released
Yeah.
it a second time.
Oh, dude, no, it was great. It was great because
A4 loves
my
Morgan.
mother-in-law came to visit last night, and she was saying, "Did you guys see that vampire movie with the Jared Leto?" And we're like, "Morbius," and she's like, "Yeah, I loved it." And like, oh man, the internet hated that fucking movie.
Yeah, it's funny, Joe, because it
I
got
didn't see it. I
it
don't-
tanked like really bad.
Yeah, and then people made a petition
Yeah.
for them to
people
re-release it. in
people on the
theaters.
internet were basically pretending that Morbius was like the greatest movie ever
Yeah.
made, even though it tanked.
And so
And they
And because of all the
re-released
memes,
And guess what
the
happened?
studio put it out again a couple
tanked
weeks ago in
again.
theaters, and it got like $85,000.
Yeah, dude. And then I saw one online that was like it was like a letter to the producers. It's like, sorry, we were actually busy that weekend, but we really do want to see the movie again. So they're like trying to get him to re-release it again.
So there's
Is
only
Morbius a Marvel or is
It is Marvel. He's a
Yeah,
Spider-Man,
it's a Spider-Man villain.
God, that is.
But
bad.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Please, thank God, make Marvel crash.
They won't because it's
Burn.
Sony.
Yeah,
Oh.
Sony
it's
can't make
Spider-Man.
a
Never
Spider-Man
mind. Never
movie.
mind. I wish it did well.
Sony can't make a Spider-Man movie.
Fuck Disney.
So yeah,
Sony
that's-
can't make a Spider-Man movie. What are you talking about? Spider-Man 1 and
Okay,
2 are
like
awesome.
all right, fair. Like, but like everything like after that kind of stuff.
Didn't they also have a hand in Spider-Verse?
Spider-Verse, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, okay, they got a win. but,
Didn't have
like,
a that was there.
Yeah,
That
Spider Verse
there.
was Sony Pictures Animation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, but
and yeah, no, the Spider Man 1 and 2 are great.
I never saw
like-
3 or any of the.
Yeah, so
Amazing
three,
stuff.
but the Amazing Spider-Mans aren't as bad as people say, but they're not good. Like they're okay. But so I haven't seen
They're
Morbius,
good.
and I love comic book movies, but I didn't go. See
I refuse
Morbius.
to see a movie,
I didn't see
a
it.
remake of a fucking movie that came out like less than like 6 years before. I was like, when the Amazing Spider-Man came out, I was like, I'm not watching that. I'm not fucking watching that. Like,
And then when
I have
Tom
this
Holland Spider-Man came
cash
out, you were
grab
like,
bullshit.
fuck
So
this.
I didn't watch him when
the
they first
only
came out
the
either.
only Tom Holland one I've seen is the last one,
Dude, no Way
and
Home
I was
is
like
great.
dragged to the movie theater with my family to
It was
watch
pretty
that
good.
one.
I
I
liked
liked
that
to
one.
know
It was all right. It was all right.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
mean,
seen
it wasn't
any
no
of the Tom Holland
Monet
ones yet.
And
black
here's the
and white
thing.
movie.
Here's
It
the
was all
thing.
right.
It was
It
like
wasn't a painting.
the best thing about that movie was the fucking villain from the other Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, because they opened the
Yeah.
multiverse, bro. That's why. Come on, pay attention.
Yeah, clearly they're like, well,
It was Doc Ock and
it was Willem Dafoe
Willem
as Green
Dafoe.
Green
Goblin
Goblin.
is
So,
better
dude,
than anything
It's not
Marvel
even Green
has come
Goblin
up
to
with.
him. It's just Willem Dafoe is the villain in the Spider-Man universe.
Dude,
He's just the
what I
bad
like
guy.
about William Dafoe though is he was like, or Willem, he was like, yeah, I'll come back, but I have to do all my own stunts. And I'm like, sir, you're like 70. And he's like, I do my own stunts. And I'm like, okay. So that's pretty sweet.
proceeds to not do any stunts.
No, he did. I mean, him
it's
when
'cause-
he was fighting Spider-Man, like
He's actually a scary
he did
villain.
a lot of the.
He's
wire
a
work.
scary person. I mean,
He's a scary. Yeah, you could name like a ton. Like the fucking lighthouse. Are you kidding? Like,
You like my cooking, right?
he's scary in that
He's so
Budapest
scary,
Hotel
and he's
fucking
so
movie.
scary in Boondock Saints.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
in that.
yeah.
Fucking fag.
Is he the assassin in John Wick? Isn't he one of the assassins?
I don't remember him in.
I'm
there.
pretty sure.
Ironically, a movie he's not that scary in is
Gotta
American Psycho.
Is he in Americans? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he's the detective.
I don't remember.
I only know that because I just saw that movie for the first time this past week.
Oh, okay,
And I
it's
realized,
it's
damn,
been a
they
few
made an
years for me.
autobiography about me.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that is not a good look.
Look, I'd like to sit here and debate you guys about whether or not me being Patrick Bateman is a good or a bad thing, but I have to go return some videotapes. So
Wait, where are you going?
videotapes.
Speaking of videotapes.
anyway, Sonic 2.
Clearly, none
I
of
don't know,
us
I really
wants to
like this
watch.
movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
he
having a
totally
blast.
is. Yeah, he's one of the assassins. I was like, I know Willem Dafoe's in that.
Yeah, I definitely fell asleep during this movie. Not because it was bad. I was just tired as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, you've fallen
Right.
asleep during reviews before.
And I had alcohol in me, so
You've
I
fallen
was
asleep,
even more
like-
tired.
On stream before, like when we were in PSN. So
That's true.
I mean, there was the one
we'll
time.
like be playing Call of Duty and you'll just fall asleep.
And we'll just hear,
Yeah, that's.
and we'll be
true.
like, hey, everyone, ready up?
Yeah, if I get any alcohol and I'm tired, it's bad. So that's what we did yesterday. And I was already tired at like 7 o'clock at night, and we started watching it at like 11 o'clock. So,
Well, I
it's-
just I wanted to watch it somewhere else.
it seemed okay. It seemed.
I mean, we kind of had to pull your teeth to watch this one too.
I mean, because you and Joe aren't exactly Sonic the Hedgehog fans. So what did you guys think?
I mean,
about
like,
it?
I'm generally not.
Well, I mean, what confuses me is that you didn't like the first movie and you liked this one.
yeah, I think the
because
first
this
movie's-
movie is what I wanted the first movie to be.
What?
This is what I expected the
Not
first
funny?
movie. Like more focused on Sonic and the characters of Sonic as opposed
All
to
right.
the guy and his wife and like the human characters. I know you said Sonic is the only character in the first movie that has an arc, but I also thought that like even in this
That I
movie, I don't think
remember.
his character
That's
is
how it was.
like. Because the weird thing for me about these movies is they keep referring to Sonic as a kid, and like I kind of get where they're going with that, but like
Because
Sonic
he's
was never
childlike.
a kid to me.
Oh, okay. What did you think of the movie,
Yeah.
though?
I thought the movie was like again.
There's a second Sonic movie.
The first movie did the origin story thing. They had to kind of get that shit out of the way. So I was like not really jazzed on the fact that it was just like all, like it was like a road trip buddy story between him and the guy. But this one is more focused on like let's go on a globetrotting adventure with these other stupid CGI characters and get actual Sonic lore into the story, and that's what this movie does. And I'm all there for it because that's what I kind of hoped they were going to do with the first one.
Yeah, I definitely liked the first movie better.
I liked
I'll
the
be
first. I
honest.
thought
Right.
the first movie was like twice the movie. I was watching this thing
I
a
was
couple laughs.
sleeping.
I had a couple laughs, and Drew was next to me. My friend Drew from the Godzilla podcast. He was having a good time. So it's not like I was in a room with a whole bunch of like stone faced people.
Is
And
he
I'm an
is he a
easy-
Sonic fan? Because
and-
like I'm almost
yeah,
thinking
he
the
is.
divide.
He
here
is a
like-
Sonic fan.
Okay, so I think Sonic fans are more gonna like this one and less like the first one, whereas like normal people are gonna like the first one and less like this one because this one gets more into like the actual nitty gritty of like weird shit from this franchise.
I mean, that's okay. Decent argument. I just literally thought the first one was funnier. Like that was,
Okay,
and that
that's
was.
fair.
You don't
period.
understand, Joe, because of the lore.
And
you
I'm
know
an-
that's Sonic.
Here's the deal. I'm an easy laugh. I go to a movie and I laugh. I'm
not actually
I
sure
don't-
which
I don't
one I
sh-
found funnier, to be honest.
I don't
'cause,
cross
like,
my arms and wait for a laugh to happen, but I was just not having. Like this movie was just like
It was trying.
it was trying really hard, and I was just like, and I would like see the jokes before they came, and like I don't know.
I mean,
this-
you got to remember too; these are kids' movies. It's not like the jokes are going to be like.
I
insanely...
recognize they are kids' movies, and the first one honestly was not super funny to me either. But the first one made me laugh more and made me laugh harder than this one. This one just like really didn't have that going for it.
Yeah.
And like the thing with the Knuckles character, you know, he is that character from Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Guardians of the Galaxy character is a lot funnier. They did something similar there. So I was just seeing a lot of those like overlaps, and it was like the movie was fine. I was on the ride for it. Like I was, you know, interested in what would happen next. And like this, honestly, the stuff with the human characters was, I thought, the funnier stuff, and I was more interested in seeing that. But even then, they had like a lot of jokes that kind of fell flat. And I'm wondering if it was like honestly making this movie in COVID and post production, and then not having test audiences out there to deal
well,
with.
I mean,
the
they
comedy,
didn't have
but-
most of the cast weren't even actually there. They were
Yes.
CGI. So.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, they
So you
completely
talk about
trans-
social distancing. I think they were.
They
Fine.
completely transformed Idris
So
Elba too.
I don't know.
The
It's
surgery took forever.
He's at least 6 feet tall.
the thing. It just didn't. In that way, it just didn't work for me. I just kind of I was kind of done with the movie, and I was like, meh. Like that's how I felt about the movie. Is meh.
It was so boring that you guys had to fuck
And
afterwards.
the last
We're
one,
not even gay.
and we're not even gay. We were just looking for something to do.
Yeah, just bored. We're just
Yeah, I'm
bored.
so bored. I
Joe's
could
like,
fuck you
Schweiss,
in
you
the
have
ass
a
right now.
hole.
I was like, you know what? I'm so bored I could let you fuck me in the ass right now.
I'm wearing a butt plug right now, actually.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I'm wearing a butt plug that I shaped after your penis when you were sleeping over the last time.
Yeah,
Come grab my chaos
I was
emerald.
wondering why
Joe.
there was like like a
Plaster.
like
Yeah.
plaster
Would you
on
like
my
to-
dick.
Schweiss is like, would you like to enter my mystic cave zone?
Super Joe.
So it's a Sonic level. Anyway,
Yeah. And I don't know. Like I thought the special effects were pretty good. I thought
Yeah.
that was something I noticed. It was just like not necessarily like humans with the cartoony characters, but because some of that was actually kind of bad. But like there was like things where they like lifted up a train and like took it apart, and I was like, that's really good CGI. That looks really good. This movie feels really big and expansive.
I did notice a few
veiny,
moments where
and then
like
he thought of
they
Schweiss.
interact with the human characters, and it wasn't as good. Like the scene where Knuckles like shakes the guy's hand,
Yeah,
and
there's
like as
some
the
stuff.
camera pans down, I can kind of see the jitter on him.
Yeah, there's some
But,
stuff that wasn't
you know.
like perfect, but there was a lot of really good stuff there. I thought it was well directed. Like I thought it was, I guess, more interesting on that level than like a Marvel movie or something like that. But I just like it was just a kids movie, and to me the humor just wasn't. It just wasn't funny enough. It was,
Yeah.
honestly, period for me. It
And I
just
mean,
wasn't.
with it being a kids movie, you know, like I said, ever since we played the SpongeBob game, my kids have been like obsessed with SpongeBob.
Oh no.
And like I still laugh pretty hard at that show sometimes. Like when there's like the robot Mr. Krabs and the real Mr. Krabs, and then Mr. Krabs drops a penny or he like chases a penny around town, and then it rolls back, and then SpongeBob picks it up and like gives it to the robot Mr. Krabs, and there's like a 1 cent self-destruct thing in there. Like I laughed pretty hard at that. I was like, it's because it's just so ridiculous. And he's like, coin operated self destruct, not one of my better ideas. And then like the whole
Yeah,
restaurant
yeah,
just
yeah.
nukes. It's just fucking like that's pretty fucking funny.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
those,
not
first few,
funny.
those first few SpongeBob seasons are like peak.
There's, yeah,
like,
dude.
kids' cartoon.
Stupid humor is pretty good. Like when you can be like, "This is ridiculous."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
but
just laugh because of how absurd.
I mean,
this one was,
I don't
like,
know why
trying
Joe
a
is so
little
stuck on the
hard.
humor, because like I do think the first movie and the second movie are about equal in terms of humor. They didn't make me laugh out loud or anything because they're kids movies, but like I was more there for like seeing the character I like do the things I like the character
dude.
doing.
Okay,
I think
all
it's
right.
crazy.
I'm not the right
There's
audience
more of
for
that in this
I-
movie than there was in the
I just think
last
it's crazy
Yeah.
that A4 actually cosplayed for this movie as Sonic. He dressed up. to
Yeah.
go.
Did the girl dress up as
No.
Tails?
Yeah,
or
that
what?
was Sonic. Actually, wasn't CGI. That was me. They didn't have the time or the budget to redo all the CGI, so they just stuffed me inside a little suit.
Yeah.
Tall guy in a tiny suit.
Richard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was as funny. And the latte scene, me and Cameron both laughed pretty fucking hard. I think we saw it in theaters together.
Yeah,
and,
dude, we got into Cameron's little. Sorry, I got excited. That was the first episode that I was actually here for.
Yeah.
Like when I started, and we got into Cameron's GTI with me, you, him, and Craig, and the car was tilting because
I can't imagine.
me and Craig, and we got to the theater. That was a fun experience.
Yeah, he was laughing for like a few minutes.
No,
after
I did
that,
the
for
same
sure.
thing when I
It
watched
was
that
good,
movie. Yeah. It's like one really fucking solid joke made the first movie twice
And it's in
as
the
good as
trailer,
the second
too,
one.
so like it should have ruined it.
Yeah, but
Um,
it totally didn't. Yeah, it was good.
But yeah, I don't know.
It just felt like the first movie to me didn't really like it didn't have the right kind of tone. Like it's hard to describe just because like it's I've been following this fucking stupid franchise and this character for virtually my entire life. So you hear there's going to be a live action movie and I go and see it and it's not exactly what I was expecting. So I think that's why my expectations of the first movie ended up being a little skewed. But then
I
you go into this
expected a
one
horrible
with like
video game
lowered
movie.
expectations because I wasn't as big of a fan of the first movie, and it ends up being everything I wanted that first movie to be. So that's why I was way more excited for this one.
So you wanted
And
a
again,
fan
I think it's
servicey
more
movie.
of like Sonic fans are gonna like this one way more because it caters way more to what they wanted to see.
Well, it certainly made more in the box office than the
Oh,
first
really?
one. Yeah,
it did. It did.
It's just under 400 million, which is insane.
I wonder because the first one came out like right before everything kind of shut down a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think
So
it
I'm
was
wondering
the
if that has something to do with it
last-
too.
I think it was the last movie I saw in theaters.
Yeah, same until
It was the last
For a
movie I saw in
while.
theaters for a while.
It was third to last. I saw Sonic, and then I saw Invisible Man, and then I saw Emma, and then 6 days later, the world shut down.
Emma. Like
But that's how you can mark the pandemic. Is the pandemic started
there's a church movie
with
called
Sonic the Hedgehog and it ended with Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
That's true. Sonic 2 took COVID out. It was the whole COVID.
Emma. It's because he found the chaos.
It's because of
emeralds.
Sonic. It was the
the
wet
book.
market. Somebody ate a wet
What
market
an-
hedgehog.
What an
Sonic
amazingly
1.
mediocre set of bookends.
Welcome,
for-
welcome,
Yeah.
welcome to real life.
And
It's
you
like
know,
a
honestly,
mid 60s bookend there.
I think this movie
alright.
now might be my new favorite video game movie. But before that, I liked Detective Pikachu better
Pikachu's
than the first Sonic movie. I think Detective Pikachu is like a stronger.
I
It
don't know,
has a
dude.
stronger sense of like what its world and what its characters.
But have you seen House of the Dead?
I have actually not seen House
Yeah.
of the Dead. I need to. No, but like it's kind of
Dungeon
cheating
Siege
with
Tale.
the Detective Pikachu and Sonic comparison because Pokemon kind of just takes place in the real world anyway, just with like fantasy animals.
Yeah,
Whereas
whereas
Sonic has kind of taken
doesn't,
place in like this like crazy other world, and there's Sonic games that take place in like our world, and they're just kind of there. So it's kind of a toss up.
I mean, I think I definitely.
Pokemon has a way easier time of getting away with like animals in an urban modern setting because that's just what Pokemon is.
You know, hedgehogs are real life animals, right? And
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like,
I just want to make sure.
Sometimes they live in urban places
yeah,
as
and
well.
sometimes they find chaos emeralds. It's just how
And
nature
sometimes I
works.
run them over. Actually, I haven't run it over.
Oh, yeah.
right? It's actually,
I almost ran over a dead one.
The true irony is that in Pennsylvania, it is illegal to have a hedgehog as a pet. So
Oh, dude, that sucks for you and your wife.
yeah.
you're
Well, I mean, we
breaking
got
the
two
law.
Yeah,
dogs.
there's
so I guess
nothing
we'll
to
live
shove up your
somehow.
ass.
yeah, you guys are
Come
really
on,
risking
I
it.
shove them on my ass and I'm like, do a spin dash, really rip up my insides.
I don't know. I thought the first movie was okay, and I think this one's still just like okay, but I like the first one more because it made me laugh.
It's a
more.
little bit better, yeah.
And I just don't have any really strong opinions about it. I just think it's like it's an okay movie. It's made for kids, whatever.
I'm gonna agree with A4 though and say I like this a little more because
Really?
like, the whole last 30 minutes. Yeah, like
I was awake for most of that. Yeah.
like yeah. I liked. I mean, like again, I think the first one is
maybe.
funnier. You're right there, but I did enjoy the last like 30 minutes with them teaming up to fight Eggman and the giant robot.
Okay.
So that
It's
I thought
exactly-
was-
like-
yeah.
was fine.
Like me seeing that that second half of this movie was I was basically waiting my entire life to see that shit in a movie theater.
Were you a
and it
Sonic
finally
fan,
happened.
Zach?
Have
Have you played them though?
I played some.
I've
of them,
never
yeah.
touched a Sonic
Yeah.
game.
I really liked
like-
it when I was a child.
But here's the thing: A4 has like poisoned me with his Sonic knowledge, so I know things. And we've joked about starting a podcast called Sonic and Cuckles, where we
play through all the
we
games
play through,
like
yeah,
Ultimate style.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Feel
like,
free.
That's
no.
going to be way shorter than fucking playing
Look,
all the Final Fantasy
I'm
games.
down.
I
You
know.
have to convince him
yeah,
to do that.
A4 keeps bugging me about it. And I'm like, I have a girlfriend.
I will gladly play through all those dog shit games again just to see Zach suffer. It was
Yeah,
great.
I used to like Sonic 1 a lot until I played it all
Yeah.
the way.
I played, but whatever one's on Sega, I played a lot.
What is
as a
the?
kid.
There's
Yeah,
a Sonic Olympic
Schweitz,
game
what's the
on
last
the
time you played
Wii.
Sonic 2? Because Sonic 2 is like a market
That one
improvement
is
over
one
the
I
first
played.
one.
I don't know if I've ever played Sonic 2.
Hey, you know what? Good news, by the way. Speaking of which, I think
good news.
Tuesday
Good news.
on the 21st, or like sometime this next week, the Sonic Origins collection is coming out for all the modern consoles, which lets you play Sonic 1, 2, 3.
Is
and
Idris
CD.
Elba still voicing Knuckles?
No.
Well, then I don't want to play it.
I don't think they talk in those games, which is probably the way it should be.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess if we're gonna go like rating it, shit, I don't know. I want to see where you guys are at.
I mean, we don't normally rate the movies.
We
right?
don't
we just
do
rank
rank
them.
the
We,
movies.
we used to rank. I would probably put this one.
I think it's in top 10 video game movies of all
I
time.
agree with that statement.
Not very hard to be up there. You just have to try.
But have you seen,
I do think Detective Pikachu is better.
but have you seen Monster Hunter?
Detective Pikachu is
I'm
better.
kind
this
of
is
torn on
better
whether or
than
not I like
Monster
this
Hunter.
more than
No, I
Detective
know.
Pikachu.
I don't think it's better
I
than
think,
Rampage.
I think
No.
Rampage is great.
Yeah.
I actually
This,
like
to me,
Rampage.
this is better than Rampage.
I don't think this is
I'm
better
biased,
than Uncharted.
Bro,
What
when
about
the
Tomb
wolf
Raider?
gets its head eaten off by the alligator.
I don't think it's
So. No, I
better
liked
than
Rampage. Don't get me
new
wrong.
Tomb
I'm
Ra-
just
Tomb
biased
Raider.
towards Sonic.
I don't know, dude. Tomb Raider.
I
she's
think I
pretty
guess
hot.
I guess I'd place this like 6th.
You reckon?
Yeah. I
I
think
have, to
it's,
get, I have to get my official movie ranking like in writing because I don't.
We should do
have
that.
It.
We should
yet.
like
Again.
make it again. Yeah. You need to watch. You need to watch.
what, there's like 16.
No, I mean,
movies I would
you
say.
guys have your rankings from doing the show for years, but I don't. But
A4's gonna hit
I'd still say this is easily within the top 5 video game movies for me. It's probably top 3 to be honest, if not at the top. It's because I like Detective Pikachu a lot. I think I might like this one a little more.
I mean, you're entitled to your
and then,
wrong
like,
opinion.
And honestly, like, what else might be in the top? It's top 3 for me is probably this movie, Detective Pikachu, and Mortal Kombat 1995.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. Actually,
It's really
think.
fun. I mean, it's hilariously bad. I would put.
the thing that gives you life.
I would do Uncharted probably in the top 3. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I did like Uncharted a lot, like more than I thought I
I
would.
still haven't seen.
I
that.
enjoyed it more than I think I enjoyed it more than the new Tomb Raider because it was fun.
Nah, dude, she was hot.
I didn't even see the new
Sorry,
Tomb Raider.
Well, yeah, she's hot, but the movie's funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
okay.
well, I mean, if you want to see her tits, then just go watch Ex Machina. So
What is it? One
Is
more
she
time?
naked in that movie?
Yeah, she's naked.
Really? What? How do I not remember that? I don't remember her tits.
Oh, I'm gonna Google it real quick.
Yeah,
I don't know
go
if they were
Google
her
it.
tits because she's like a robot. And she
Google
takes
it.
like another pair of tits off another robot
Let me see your robo
at some point near the
tits.
end of the movie. But
Let me see those robo
watch Ex
nipples.
Machina. That movie's cool.
Those the robo nipples
Yeah,
with
that movie's
fans
just great,
with
so-
fans on them to cool you while you're in the middle of fucking your robot. Can you turn the
Yeah.
nipple fans on, please? Or like some spray.
Yeah, I don't know.
like
This
one
is
of
this
those-
is easily top 3 for me. For now,
I think
I will
she's
say
also.
Sonic 2 is
I think
probably
she
my
also
favorite
has
video game
nudity
movie.
in the Danish Girl. I believe she's nude in that movie as well. Alicia Vikander's nude in a lot of movies.
I mean,
it's
I
not
will
hard to
I will
find.
watch a shitty movie to see an actress I like nude. Like I watched some shitty movie called some really shitty artsy movie called Sleeping Beauty just to see the chick who played Baby Doll in
kinda
Sucker
like
Punch and the
Cross-Eyed,
chick
but-
from
That's still sucking.
Series of
Whoa.
Unfortunate Events naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw her tits. They look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little.
Anyway,
And I don't know what movie the chick from Death Stranding what's her nuts? Fuck. Margaret Qualley. I don't know what movie she's naked in, but I'm gonna find out.
I was thinking of the other chick. from Death
Oh,
Stranding.
the French chick from James
Yeah,
Bond.
Sado.
Leia Sado
Lea Seydoux, yes.
is
Weirdly.
very naked in quite a few movies. She's
She's-
nude in a lot of movies.
She's kind of weird. She's like almost too attractive. It's like one of those weird ones where it's like not even real.
Okay.
It's fake. I don't know.
All
It's
right.
like, you know what I mean? Like so attractive they're not.
I don't think of Leia Sado. I think she's attractive, but I don't think she's like.
I'm not attracted to her. Is that kind of the?
I liked her in Spectre. I thought she was cute in Spectre.
No, she is cute. Leia Sado is cute, but I don't look like there's a, you know,
So-
I don't see her the way that you see her. I guess that's all I'm saying.
I don't see
Yeah.
her sexually necessarily.
Oh.
That's so. It's
I don't
like
know,
weird.
something
It's
about
like-
Margaret Qualley. If we're talking about Death Stranding girls, Margaret Qualley just hits more for my taste, I guess.
Leia Sado is. If you guys want to know what Leia Sado is naked in, I can tell you.
Skin, MrSkin.com.
She's
Special
naked.
sponsor.
I think she's naked in a lot of movies, but 2 movies off the top of my head. The French Dispatch, she's naked in for large swaths of that movie. That was the Wes Anderson movie that came out not that long ago.
So yeah, speaking
And
of,
blue is the warmest color. She's
I
also
thought blue was.
really?
I thought blue was a cool color,
Blue is the warmest color is a French movie
but blue's a cool color.
about a lesbian couple, and it's an amazing movie.
But blue is
she
a-
is naked in that thing
blue is a cool color.
a whole lot.
I don't know. The blue stars are hotter than red stars, so blue may be a cooler
Not
color
on the color wheel, bitch.
in some ways, but on the heat wheel.
Speaking of nude scenes, check out our OnlyFans at nudeclan.com/OnlyFans,
yeah.
where you can see
If you donate enough to our OnlyFans, me and Zach will start Sanic and Cuckles, the Sonic
fucking
podcast.
hate you.
Sanic and Cuckles.
Yeah.
Who's Sanic? What is that?
Sonic. It's just like
So there was like they actually have it in the first Sonic movie as like a quick little Easter egg. It's a shitty drawing of Sonic that some kid did, and people just called it Sanic.
yeah, they're just like dunking on they're just dunking on this poor kid that made this
Oh, I
art.
think Drew had to explain some reference to me. I think it was like, is it the Muppet thing that he like sets up in his room?
No, it's the crazy old man in the beginning of the movie, and he holds up like, "I've seen the Blue Devil," and it's like a shitty drawing
Yeah,
of Sonic.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Sega has more or less accepted that meme, because not only
canon.
did they put a Sonic shirt as a customizable icon, like piece of clothing in Sonic Forces for your custom character, but there was a G Fuel April Fool's Day flavor a couple years ago that came with a Sonic shaker cup and chili dog flavored G Fuel powder.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I will say I respect G Fuel for this stupid shit because they do like disgusting flavors like that. Just
Yeah, this year
It's crazy.
it was Naruto April Fool's Day themed, and I ordered it. It hasn't come yet, but it
It's
is
like
a
ramen
miso ramen flavored G Fuel, so that'll be interesting.
So as an artist, A4, I'm wondering because the first movie
he draws a lot of porn.
famously for you know, they had to, you know, put the movie back and then put a whole bunch of money into remaking Sonic in order to appease the poisonous fan base that railed on this movie online.
Led by you.
Not that, of course, not that online is real life anyway. It's not like anybody was picketing in front of
It's just
Paramount
fantasy.
Studios. It's just through the zeros and ones. Somehow they listen to people through that thing. Because it seems like real life, even though it's not. As an artist, do you think that was the moral thing to do?
The moral thing.
I like, what's the word I'm looking for? I
Do you believe that?
respect I respect the studio unbelievably for making that change, because they didn't have to do that. They could have just put the movie out with the ugly Sonic
And not
it
had
would
a
probably
sequel.
have flopped, and that would have been the end of it. But they listened to the fans for whatever fucking reason, which I don't know if it was the moral thing to do. Like, the fans, you're going to disagree with me. The fans wanting the design to look right, it's not really a thing about morality. It's just like, as a fan, or even it's just someone has seen the character before, you look at that first trailer and you go, that's not him. And then you look at the new current design, and it's just like, okay, they did it correctly. That's the only reason I went to go see the first movie, was because they put in the work to fix that. I want to support that choice, even if I'm not going to like this movie. And I
Yeah.
didn't really like the movie, but I was like, we were leaving the theater when we saw that first one, and me and my wife were like, I cannot imagine how much shittier that movie would be if they didn't fix his fucking design. Like that movie would have been unwatchable if they hadn't fixed the design. So
Yeah, so speaking of
I don't know if it's a
morality,
morality thing per se, but I think that was the right choice to make.
I think the moral
for-
thing to do was not kind of cash grab kids with a shitty design. Like the moral thing to do was to do
Well,
the right design in the first place.
But then you
because
run-
that original
So-
design just reeks of like boardroom members that don't know, like, oh, we got to make a Sonic movie, but we can't have him looking exactly like he does in the games because that'll look weird against reality. We have to kind of make him look half real, half cartoony to sort of fit in with like the live action shit we're doing, and it just comes off as like uncanny valley and creepy as shit. And then when they finally went and changed the design to be more in line with what he looks like in the games, it didn't really matter that he didn't like, he kind of looked like a fish out of water because it was a fish out of water story anyway.
I think we should try to get the original designer of Sonic on the podcast. So him and
I almost feel like I don't know. I don't know.
About it.
I don't know who's the original designer, but if it is a different person than Tyson Hesse, who is like Tyson Hesse is a guy who made like a Sonic fan comic on the internet years and years ago, and eventually Sega hired him, and now he's like the main artist for the comics and some of the animated shorts they do. And they brought him in to like fix the movie design. I don't know if the original designer is a different guy from him, but I feel like Disney got that guy, if it is a different guy, because when they
Disney?
put Ugly Sonic in fucking
You mean
that Chip and
Paramount?
Dale movie, it almost feels like they're mad that design didn't get used. Like
they're
they're
bitter.
bitter about it. I don't know.
I don't know.
From the clips I've seen of that Chip and Dale movie.
Disney did not make this movie.
No, he's talking about Chip and Dale.
No, what I'm saying is like
Ugly
Disney
Sonic
got
is in Chicken-
the
Chip and Dale.
designer of
Oh,
that fucking
gotcha.
Sonic design.
Yeah, is there
for
like
the-
a
for
con?
the
Like,
I
original-
didn't, I didn't
yeah,
track
he's-
that. Okay.
So
He's like an action like hero.
here's how I
It's
see
kinda
it.
funny.
All the people that whined about the old design and got them to change it, yeah, they're kind of little bitches, and they like they like kind of bullied the company into doing that. But at the same time, I don't know. Everyone's kind of a little bitch about it.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know if it's a scenario where they bullied the
That
company
was the
into doing
most
that because they didn't
profound
have
thing
the company
I've
didn't have to do
actually
that. What I
seen.
think might have happened.
Oh
is
yeah, no,
like-
no. My point was they're little bitches for whining about it, but then they're also little bitches because they're like, oh, they made
filmmakers
the.
little bitches for changing it or for kowtowing to
I
it.
don't think the
A little.
filmmakers are little bitches for changing it.
But
I
what's
think the
funny-
filmmakers are
Maybe where the money was at.
extremely like I think not brave, but like the filmmakers. Like,
And very stunning.
fucking no, they are not. That's the opposite
no,
of
that's
that.
not the word. That's not the
Okay.
word I'm looking for.
They
I
gave
think
in-
it should be I think the filmmakers for listening to the internet and changing that design should be commended because it is objectively a better design for that character
Look,
than the original.
we live in
design.
a
I don't
republic,
think every movie
not a
should
democracy.
cave.
We
to
live in a
demands like that.
society.
I don't think that should be. I don't think that should become the norm because now people are like trying to bully.
Now they're
Sega
trying to-
into like delaying the next Sonic game that's about to come out because they're like, oh well, we bullied them into changing the Sonic design, so we should bully them into putting this game out later, so it's good. And no one's played the fucking
I am
thing, so it doesn't
completely
matter.
disturbed by that decision. I think that like it's different. It's you only get a couple points in that direction because it is already a long running franchise, and they're making it for the fans because clearly they're not making it for art's sake.
Not
and
like
so,
the movie 13.
I would
Which you can
actually
check out for
argue
free on
that
Tubi.
changing the design is a more artistic choice than what they had going on originally.
Nah.
Because the original design to me just completely reeks of like, we don't know what to fucking do with this character in a live action setting.
I feel like
know what
they,
I
I
mean-
think it's a commercial decision, not an art decision.
I think they broke the meta, and that's exactly why they got studios to bring back
Morbius.
Morbius. Yeah, because they couch out.
But that's the thing. Like,
to fucking.
that's a meme.
Sonic.
People wanting Sonic to look like Sonic in the Sonic movie wasn't a meme. It was like a genuine criticism. And
Yeah, but then
thank the
people
studios,
whined
they
about-
listened to them
they
and
were-
they made it. They made good on it.
Yeah,
and
they thi-
honestly,
they
I think
think
that's
the-
the only reason we even got a sequel to this movie.
They thanked the studio, and then a bunch of people cried about how, and then we had to work a bunch of hours to redo the thing, and then everyone like,
Don't get me
called
wrong.
them
I think
out
the
for
fact
that.
that they decided to change that and like
They should have done it right the first time.
within such a small time frame, I think that's fucking insane, and I don't think it should become the norm. But I am super thankful to all the VFX artists and character designers and whatever other
Yeah.
positions
I mean-
went into making that first movie not a utter train wreck just by virtue of it like looking like the character.
I
And
think
again,
everybody.
I don't think we would have gotten this new movie if that hadn't happened. I think that first movie would have flopped so fucking hard.
They're all little bitches. The people that like wanted the design to get changed, the studio for changing the design, and then the people for crying about how it took them so many hours to change the design. They're all just bitches. Everyone's just whining about whatever. And then, like the thing I hate about like people whining about crunch, they're like, "Oh, I had to work so many hours to like do this." It's like, "Okay, one, you know that's part of the industry, and two, it's not like you're not getting paid."
Okay.
So like, suck
let
it
me,
up.
Let me give you an example that I think would kind of like work. Imagine they're going to make a God of War movie, and you're all excited for it because you've been a big God of War fan for as long as you have, and then they reveal that Michael Cera is going to play Kratos. Would you not? Would you not be like, this is wrong?
No,
I would just not
I would
watch it.
it was the same fucking thing when they had Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, and everybody freaked out, and then everybody liked her when they
I don't
actually
remember
did the
anyone
movie.
freaking out when she was Catwoman.
You don't?
I'm sorry, I don't.
When was she?
Oh,
cast?
when that was announced,
Dark
people
Knight
were
Rises.
people thought it was like a
yeah,
bullshit
yeah.
casting. There was a lot of hate.
Well, yeah,
for
but a
that.
lot of people wanted Halle Berry, and
Sorry,
that movie sucks.
sorry, everybody has fucking.
Okay. Let's
sorry
talk
you don't
about
remember
it. Let's talk
that.
about it from a CGI. Let's talk about it from like a strictly like
No,
computerized.
I want to talk
point
about
of
it
view, where,
from
like, it's not
the
just a
artist
casting
perspective.
problem.
I don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't fucking matter. You don't kowtow. Like if people don't want it, they don't want it. They don't buy it. So that should
Right,
have been
but I think
that
it was
was
a smart decision
That would have
for
been
them
a
to-
But they're
decision that
actually
in
getting
this
money
instance,
off that. So they
in
want
this
to get
instance,
money.
I think it was a smart decision for them to kowtow.
I think
to
it probably
the
worked
internet
out.
mob or the
Yeah.
the vocal majority or minority, whatever you want to call it.
Overall, it's
because
not a good
it was what
idea.
caused that movie to be successful.
My fear is that
I
now,
guarantee,
like you already have a risk-averse studio system, and now they're even less risk-averse. They're even more risk-averse, I should say. Now
I
they're even like
guarantee- I
more scared of
guarantee-
like doing anything that like, oh no, if we upset people, like, oh my god, if people actually die in Jurassic Park films, like, what the fuck is this?
That one hurts a little bit. That's fresh.
Yeah, I know.
People-
We were talking about that earlier.
People died.
Fuck the people.
I guarantee
Not
that
enough
there were
people died.
probably
They don't
a
know
lot
what
of
they
Sonic
like.
fans.
They don't know what they will like and what they won't.
Until
I guarantee there were a
Until
lot of
it's
Sonic
there.
fans that saw that movie when it came out solely because the studio made good on changing the design. Just to support that decision.
Rhetoric says they were the same way with Heath Ledger as Joker. I don't know how.
They were. They,
were-
said
they-
he wasn't
because-
going to be any
because
good.
because like his
he
movies
was a
before
gay
that,
cowboy before that.
and
He's an
and A
amazing
Knight's
actor,
Tale.
though.
I know.
I know, but they're people were like really not up for that.
Yeah, they were fucking wrong. They were dead wrong.
Yeah, because he's perfect.
I mean,
Yeah, he
like,
died.
don't
He
know
died
it.
for that movie.
they don't know it until the movie comes out. They
Yeah.
don't.
except
man-
for
and
with
for,
Sonic.
and
we
like,
knew.
if we're talking about casting, I wouldn't have cast Jim Carrey as Eggman in these movies, but I still think he did a good job.
I don't
But
know. Who
from
else
like
would you
the
cast?
artistic standpoint of like this weird human
Probably like
like
George
rat
Clooney or
boy
something like
thing
that.
or Sonic the Hedgehog, I'm going to pick Sonic the Hedgehog. Like it sucks that they had to go through all that crunch to fix it, but I really do think it was for the betterment of that first movie and even the studio making the second movie that they even did that. I truly believe if they hadn't changed that design, this second movie wouldn't exist.
and we wouldn't. have a
Obviously,
podcast episode.
woulda, coulda, shoulda. I can't prove that, but
No, go
I
back
can
in
almost
time.
guarantee you that more Sonic fans saw that first movie just because they wanted to support the studio, listening to them and changing the design to something that didn't look like utter ass.
I like we talk about the Sonic fans, like the fucking video game franchise wasn't also in the toilet.
It's always been.
Yeah,
It's
but,
been
like,
the toilet since the '90s, though. Like,
Yeah.
Sonic
Yeah, it
fans will
has.
eat. They'll like we. The Sonic being a Sonic fan is a fucking it's
it's
a
not
rough
about
game
good games.
It's like being in
because
about the
Miami.
because a lot of those
experience.
games are trash and we keep playing them even if they're shitty. But like when the studio does something good, they pay attention. Like
I don't think
when
it
they
was good.
hired a fan
think it was
game
wrong.
like a fan game maker who made Sonic fan games to make Sonic Mania. Everyone was like all over that game because it was the first time that Sonic came out that like in a long time where it was just like, damn, this is like good. Like people were asking for a 2D Sonic game for years and Sega just wouldn't do it. And when they did, they made Sonic 4, which was not very good. And then they hire a fan to make a new one and it's fucking amazing. And it's one of the highest rated Sonic games in the last like 20 fucking years. So people do pay attention when the studio puts out stuff.
Yeah, but imagine if
That-
they made that guy kowtow on some bullshit that someone didn't like on an internet forum.
But that was the thing because that was the thing. They were kind of, in a way, they were kowtowing by bringing in an outside like game developer to make a game that was like what the fans had been asking for this whole fucking time, and it was really fucking good because he too is a fan. He knows.
Do you
what
think
the
you
fans
should
would
be
like.
do you think you should be bullied into changing your art for other people who are upset about it?
If it's Michael Cera's God of War, then yes.
Period.
I mean,
Yes.
it depends. I'm not making art.
Joe's face. That's exactly.
No, I don't think I should be bullied into changing my art, but that's my decision. The studio made the decision to change the design, and whether it was like an internal struggle, because it could be a thing where like there were people in the studio working on that movie going like, this doesn't look like a good Sonic, this is gonna suck, and then they put out that trailer. There's like conspiracy theories that trailer got put out just to get people on the negative end
That's
to
the
like want a new
dumbest-
classic design, and
that
they
is
are.
the
There's
dumbest
a conspiracy theory
I've
that
ever
they
heard in
had
my
the
fucking
classic
life.
design already made, and that they were just holding on to that so that people would have a better
Yeah,
response.
I've heard that too. They were like,
Obviously,
they'll
that's a
show shitty
conspiracy
one.
theory. I can't prove
So
that
then
shit
people
either.
would be like, oh, it's like, what
But-
the hell? I'm like, oh, we changed it for you.
That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my fucking life.
You're talking about Sonic. You're talking about talking
It was an
blue
inside
cartoon,
job.
rodent. So I don't know. Like, of course it's dumb.
Sonic doesn't
But-
melt steel beams.
Yeah,
Whatever happened to Chaos Emerald 7?
exactly. Yeah.
No, but like I know from a filmmaker, you see this as a different thing, but
But
as,
you got to
like,
realize that
so- as someone who's been following this fucking stupid franchise for 30 goddamn years,
yeah,
I
think
respect this. I respect the studio's decision, whether it was like an internal struggle and they were planning on doing that originally or whatever, to change the design a lot. I think that was really ballsy of them, not just for putting all those people in crunch and like wasting all those not wasting, but like using extra resources or whatever. I think it was ballsy of them to make that move into kowtow, because obviously they're setting up a precedent that we don't want to become a precedent, because I don't think studios should be kowtowing to every single fan demand. But in this specific instance, it was something where it was so obviously wrong versus something that like ended up being so obviously right.
Okay, you're
design-wise.
saying that as a Sonic fan, okay?
Yes.
There are way more people that saw that movie than have ever played a fucking Sonic game. You can look up the numbers on that. It's like a best-selling
Yes.
book versus the movie. Like, if everybody who loved that book didn't go see that movie could still be a hit. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Those numbers do not add up. Way more people see movies than buy those video games. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
but you also
that's
have to,
period.
like,
That's
there's
it.
a certain
no,
level of a-
no.
Okay.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. And I'm going to tell you as possibly the exception here, okay? I don't give a fuck about Sonic. I saw that trailer and was nonplussed at his design. I was just like,
Okay.
They just made him like a realistic-ish looking 3D creature-ish thing, and it went in the thing, and whatever. I saw the trailer. Yeah, I don't remember what movie I saw. I was seeing like 3 movies a week when I was in LA, right?
Yeah.
I saw that original trailer. I didn't give a shit. I was surprised when I heard the backlash on it when I came out of there. Like, I remember this. I remember my
Okay.
roommate telling me what had gone on, basically. And I was like so confused by it. So I don't know, man. I don't know if that would have changed. Maybe it would have made 20 million less at the box office. People
I only
like the
think it
movie,
made
and
so
I
much
think
money
kids
because,
would have
again,
still
Sonic
liked the
fans
movie.
saw that, which the movie's more or less
That
like
Sonic-
targeting them.
That
They're
Sonic
fans of the franchise.
community is smaller than you think it is.
And yet they
I'm
had the
sure
more
it's
than a
smaller
lot
than
of
I
people
think it
think
is,
it
but
is.
I can almost guarantee you that when they saw that the studio
may be
was
a
willing to put in the
vocal
time
group.
and the resources to change that design, they were like, I'm going to go see this movie out of principle.
look, I think the
Like,
argument,
even if they weren't going to go see it originally.
I think the argument underpinning A4's thing is that he doesn't think they made this as like a, trying to make art in a way. They're making it as like a way to cash in on a video game fan base. And for you, it's offensive to have that fan base change the art, but really, you could say the studio wasn't trying to produce art; they were just trying to produce something to make
No,
money.
yeah.
The,
They are.
Which
that,
I'm fine
that
with
original
making
trailer
money.
just reeks of like we don't
I'm
know.
also disgusted by that. If you want to double up on the disgust,
That's why I said they're all
disgustation.
they're all fuckers. They're all
So-
bitches.
right.
Because like it's fine to want to make money, but you can see the argument of like, well, they're just trying to cash grab on Sonic. Just make a little.
Yeah, they
bit
were
of
just going to
money.
make another shitty video game movie. And I mean, it would be one thing if it was like a video game that like wasn't super popular. Like
Sonic.
Like Sonic, like the Sonic franchise circa 2019.
Look, Sonic has been around for 30 years. People know what that character is supposed to look like.
Look, the guy
Whether you-
failed to keep Sega's system alive. He was their mascot, and Sega's gone.
Sega's system died because it was going up against the PS2. That was not Sonic's fault.
Look, Kratos. Wait, who was Spyro?
I mean, the GameCube went up
Crash
against the
Bandicoot.
PS2 as well. The Xbox, it didn't even have a fucking franchise, and it's still
The Xbox had Halo.
no Xbox had
The
Halo.
Xbox had Halo,
Yeah, but it didn't-
Nintendo is
no
Nintendo.
one was like invested in Halo before the Xbox came out. And we're like ready for it.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. Sonic, see, he failed. He's the god that failed.
Done failed. All right. Well, we've had an interesting discussion here today. Tell us how you think about this on our Discord. Check out the link below to join our Discord community. And you can see us streaming live when we do these episodes at twitch.tv/NudeClanGaming. You can also vote on the next games when we do those at Twitter at NudeClanGaming as well. Where can they follow the rest of you guys? I'm no longer on Twitter because fuck that.
I'm at UFF Podcast.
I'm at B Grixis.
If you want more Sonic content, you can go to @A4Extreme.
And we will see you guys next week.
Live always in the nude.
Like Sonic says, let's get the fuck out of here.
Walk with your objectively better changed by the studio design held high.
Fuck off.
Yeah!